Before we start, my platformer I've been working on for a year is coming out for free on Steam. No in-app purchases, no twist. It's releasing right now, so you can play it with the link in the description. Okay, thank you. And the second thing I have to address is where the hell I've been. Well, I've been working on the game and also a few other live things, but it's safe to say it's been a while. I mean, I was literally looking at my last video and was like, damn, I do not remember the caves being this chopped. I mean, this is them now, so I'm not gonna lie, they still are. Well, that is the part that's probably changed the least. So to recap, if you're new or probably just forgot, this is Jabb, and he's this green leaf thing, and the main feature is just to run around and collect these new stars at the end. And in the process, you can fight by picking up weapons, and then fight these enemies who can drop their weapons they're using. And then you can switch weapons to change how the battle pans out. Okay, so instantly the biggest change in the year is definitely the new locations you can find. The first one being the factory. This has more metal colors with pipes and equipments in the background, with additional moving elements that help this part feel more alive. And the enemies made for this part are all in some sort of uniform. This is then combined with a couple of NPCs native to this location. The NPCs are a new focus I had, as they can break up the combat and provide some lore or maybe just some entertainment. If not that, I at least had some fun writing these NPCs. One thing I discovered is to be careful with memes, because this Minecraft meme died off quickly while I was gone. Anyway, within the factory setting, the level you're seeing right now is not the only level. There is another level which gets harder as enemies now have a shield protecting them, with that also being a turret to always keep you moving. Then, another level I added was in the form of a boss fight. I never really wanted to add bosses as I always make them, however, I felt the game needed them, and this is the first boss called X-Teen, who has a smaller hitbox and follows you dropping X's down, leading it to have a second stage if it gets hit enough. And I decided every region would have a boss, meaning the cave also has a boss. However, to see that one, you're going to have to actually play the game. Okay, moving on to the next location I haven't revealed yet, and it is the overgrown area. This features a lot of plants and leaves with bamboo and branches in the foreground and background. This also features its own set of enemies, including the dongle, which the start screen is based off. The main feature in this game is guns, so of course from the 5 I had last time, it's now at 21. I added the popcorn machine, a wizard hat, a mailbox, a beehive, and one of my personal favorites, the bone, with there being more in the game. I really should have added more, but it was hard to find ways to make unique weapons that wouldn't just be clones of each other. So this overground location obviously got its level variants with a new boss, but with that features a new type of level, the vertical level. These are levels where you go upwards instead of left, and this features in the 3 total locations, and really is just like a regular level, except maybe the dynamic of gravity changes with them. With all of these levels now in the game, there needs to be a way to select them, in which I could have gone for a simple select, but instead I opted for a playable level select, in which you can see the level and move around in this lobby to select which level you want to play, with the areas being locked and unlocked upon completing a level, with some levels being more hidden and optional. Additionally, about the enemies, they get some tech improvements, like they all have an animation and some have the ability to move, making them harder targets. All of this spread out over quite a lot of enemies total within the game. The NPCs also got the same treatment, with them all getting an animation, and with the factory and cave being run by some unnamed company, they tell some semblance of a story, with that also being Gary. I then added the audio for the game with SFX and music. Then tried to get rid of the bugs I could, but to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if there's still a few in the full release. Which moves me on to the main question around this game and why I would make it for free. Well, the reason being because I just want players. I kind of decided before the game was made I wanted it to be free, as it's my first Steam release, and to be honest, I'm not sure how many people would buy it, but I'd rather have people just play it, and I knew my polish wasn't going to be that great. Well, the point is you can get it now, like right now. You can just click in the description, install Jabb for free. And you should go do that. Yeah. And also, if you do play it, the one thing that could help a ton is just giving it a review. You know what? It doesn't even matter if it's positive or negative, just review up. I don't even know what to say here. I guess my closing thoughts to this chapter of Jabb is, yeah, thank you to everyone watching the video and who's watched the video before. Damn, I like this character. I don't think the game is that great, like, it's just, unfortunately, is what it is. And I don't know, it kind of just became a thing where I just have to finish it because I was always closer to finishing it than I think the bosses are fun. I think the NPCs are nice to talk to, and I think it doesn't really stretch on for that long. Bro, it took me ages to make the music as well. As for in the future, I think it's just the reason it took a while for a YouTube video was obviously because I thought I'd make one for the demo, but I just didn't feel like the demo needed one. I think it's firstly more fun to make games than it is for me to make YouTube videos. It does feel like YouTube is just kind of out of the way and more of something that stops me rather than something I kind of like doing. It doesn't mean it's the end, because I still feel like for every release I want to make a video, but it's hard to say that each game I make will have more than 2 videos unless I spend like 3 years on it. Yeah, join the Dizzy. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Oh, and I've also been doing it in Godot 4.3, bro. That's like, bro, and it's like kind of laggy. Oh, I hope it's not too laggy.